Hey guys, Novacast here, and today I'm going to show you guys a progression of my 90s. So a lot of you guys in my previous video said my 90s weren't that great, and that's pretty true. So basically what I'm going to do is spend hours and hours, pretty much the entire day today, in my creative little server, my creative island right here, and just practice my 90s and show you guys the progression that I make. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so everyone in my last video said my 90s were really bad, and I know they're pretty bad. As you can see, yes they are consistent, but I keep bumping into my walls, losing all my momentum. So I'm going to play this black, 50% slowed down. This is not what you want to do with your 90s. What slows down your 90s, and I realized this after you guys repeatedly mentioned into the comments, is that if you bump into the wall on the left of you while you're doing 90s, it completely stops your momentum. And you can't be super fast with it. That's why my 90s were so slow. So once I realized this factor, I turned off my auto sprint and tried practicing 90s without actually hitting the walls. So like I completely tried to stop hitting the walls, and I wasn't comfortable with doing this with auto sprint on, so I turned it off to try and practice. And a problem I really noticed was I always placed a platform above my head. So to fix this problem, what I started to do was I made sure I was looking downwards when I placed my platform, and I found this to help. So as you can see in this clip right here, I'm not really making the same mistake as I was in the last clip because I'm not capping myself with the platform. So yeah, I'm still walking in this clip. I'm not at the stage yet where I'm able to actually do 90s with full sprints, but yeah, I feel like I was getting better at this point in time, and I got more comfortable with it. So in this clip right here, you will see me turning auto sprint on. So I built up to this, and I actually kind of nailed my 90s on this run, but after I did this run, I was not nearly as consistent with it. I feel like I just got lucky, beginner's luck, because I kept on doing more 90s, and they weren't nearly as consistent as that run right there. But I am slowly, and I was slowly getting more and more comfortable with my 90s. And as you can see, they are actually how you're supposed to do 90s. They're not bot 90s. So, yeah, this is me getting slowly better at doing the double 90s. Okay guys, to get my consistency up, I basically did this motion over here. Just practiced building 90s with sprint on repeatedly for about 15 minutes, and I found that it helped a lot, and it got me a lot more confident in my 90s, and I finally was doing them pretty consistently. So I got a little bit overconfident here, and I went for a whole bunch of triple 90s, and I was actually pulling them off, but at this point in time my triple 90s were not really too consistent at all. Yes, you can see that I'm kind of doing them, but this is not at all 100% consistent. But I was able to pull off triple 90s after I got a hang of the double 90s every once in a while, which I thought was really cool, and I was happy with my progress. Hey guys, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, be sure to use my supporter creator code NOVACAST in the item shop, because it would help support me a lot. You guys literally have no idea how much it would help me out, and I would highly appreciate it if you did, and I will be forever in debt to you guys, and I absolutely love you if you do it. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. So I decided to go back to doing double 90s because, again, if I wanted to do triple 90s, I'd have to master the art of doing double 90s. And I feel like, yes, I got them pretty consistent, but I hadn't mastered the art yet. So I just continuously did double 90s until I felt like I was super comfortable with them. So after practicing my double 90s a lot, I found out that my biggest problem in terms of double 90ing was I would always cap myself off with a platform, just as you saw. And it wasn't the momentum anymore. I basically got the hang of the momentum. I'm not really hitting the wall, and I'm doing it at a good speed, but I always cap myself off with a platform. So I pretty much, after around this point in time, realized that that was my biggest problem, and I really focused on placing my platforms lower, and that's when I really started to feel like I was super confident with the double 90s. So yeah, after realizing my problem, I felt fairly confident, and I started practicing double 90s a lot, and I felt like I got way better at them, and I even did a triple 90, as you can see right here. And yeah, at this point in time, I was very, very, very confident with my double 90s, and I was pretty much nailing them down pat almost every time. Yeah, so that's when I started to actually try out triple 90s. And again, I needed to practice the motion of actually pulling off a triple 90 before I went right into it. So yeah, you saw me doing triple 90s very slowly so I can actually get the motion down pat. So this is me attempting triple 90s for the first time in a fast method. And I actually pulled it off, and I was very, very happy with myself. But then I capped myself the next time. But I was still happy that I pulled it off. So as you can see, my 90s slowly have improved to the point where I can actually do triple 90s fairly consistently. Again, they're not 100% accurate at this point, but I'm still able to do them way more than I could at the start of this video, which I think is pretty cool. In this clip right here, again, I'm just getting better at doing triple 90s. And this is where I really started getting confident with my ability of doing triple 90s. And yeah, this is my final clip where I actually destroy doing the triple 90s. And now I feel very comfortable with doing triple 90s. So yeah, this entire process took me about like 5 hours from start to finish. But now my 90s are great, so it was totally worth it. You just have to keep practicing and stick with it. And no matter how hard it seems, as long as you're doing it right and actually practicing towards it, you can get your 90s down pat. So now I feel like my 90s are way, way faster than they used to be. So I'm very, very proud of that. And hopefully you guys found this journey interesting of how my 90s evolved. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I nailed the triple 90 at the very last clip, as you saw. That was very hard. I'm not 100% consistent with it, but I'm pretty consistent now. Alright, also guys, don't forget to follow my Instagram if you want to be entered into the Nova Gang shoutout. All you have to do is follow my Instagram at TheSidB. Comment on my most recent post, this one right here, #NovaGang, and like the picture, and you're entered into the shoutout. So last video's winner was BAM. So yeah, if you guys want to be next week's winner or next video's winner, all you have to do is follow those 3 simple steps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, be sure to sub to the channel, because this is what I do around here. Cool creative stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. See you guys next time. Peace out and bye.